Day 7 of our road trip from Alberta to Missouri. Tommy took us out to Battlefield National Park, ground of the Battle of Wilson's Creek, which started in 1861. It marked the beginning of the Civil War for Missouri. For the next 3.5 years, the state was the scene of civil unrest. The conflict ended in the spring of 1865. If you're interested in hearing more about the story, please search Battle of Wilson's Creek. I then talked Tommy into a stop at Dunkin' Donuts, where he actually met a local newscaster that he watches each morning, Anna Johnson, and she's an alert desk anchor for the Ozarks Today on KY3. That evening, Tommy and Lisa took us out to Lambert's Cafe. It was founded in 1942, and it is world famous. It is home of the throwed rolls because they're known for throwing hot rolls to the customer. They have southern or country cooking and a variety of free side dishes called pass-arounds, which they bring around to the table. They started throwing rolls because it was too crowded one day to serve a roll to a customer, and somebody yelled, "Throw them!" So they threw them, and the tradition continued. The food here was amazing, and the experience was such a fun time. Tommy and Lisa were then kind enough to give us a little bit of a tour of the area. We drove by Finley Farms, which I mentioned in a previous video. This is another project of Johnny Morris's. And he is restoring and reimagining a historic Ozark mill, which is going to be a gathering place featuring farm-forward restaurants, event venues, and a wedding chapel. It's also an urban farm. I had been telling Tommy and Lisa about how we saw a veterans cemetery while we were on the road in South Dakota, but we were on the highway and not able to turn the camper around easily, so we passed by, but it was beautiful. So they drove us to the Springfield Veterans Cemetery, which sits on 60 acres, and they have a capacity there of 30,000 grave sites. It's free burial services for veterans, service members, spouses, and dependents. It was absolutely stunning. We then went home and got some rest for our side quest road trip to Arkansas tomorrow.